Hello everyone, I am Professor Rogers. I'll be teaching Physics 201. This is spring 2015 and algebra-based physics. So you can kind of see the textbook right here. This is a hybrid course, so we'll be having the lectures online and in-class lab, and I figured what better way to start it off than with a video tutorial of the Blackboard course. So what you're kind of looking at is the home page, the one that's going to jump up at you. Let's work our way down the column over here. First, a little bit of contact information. This is my email, phone number. My office is directly across from the lab where we'll be doing the laboratory activities. My office hours, and just a side note that phone is actually a landline, so please don't try to text it. Now, announcements. Essentially, if there's an important announcement, class needs to be canceled for snow, it'll show up here. Also, there's going to be this video. It's going to pop up here in a little bit. Next most important thing is going to be the syllabus. Again, if I have to update the syllabus due to snow, a new one will appear right here. So let's take a quick gander through this guy right here. So standard VCCS course description for algebra-based physics. So right here, we're going to cover mechanics and waves in Physics 201. If you take Physics 202 with me, it'll be thermodynamics, electricity, magnetism, and a little bit of modern physics. Some basic learning objectives. Essentially, what this boils down to is I want you to learn a little bit of physics, build your critical thinking skills, and hopefully have a little bit of fun. Again, communications. My office is right across the hall from where we're doing the labs. There's the phone number, and of course, you can always shoot me an email if you're having a question with a problem or something like that. Again, hands-on laboratory, online system for lecture. The textbook's going to be the 7th edition of G and Coley. You can save a few dollars, or a few $100 by using the 6th edition. Essentially, the chapters all line up one for one, and I provide you any homework problems that you need to have, and you'll see those in a little bit. We'll be doing labs every Friday, essentially reinforcing the lecture that goes along with that week, and essentially getting a little bit of hands-on experience for some of the stuff that we've solved problems with. Homework is going to be conducted through two methods. First, through Blackboard. We're going to cover a chapter a week, and there's going to be 10 multiple choice questions for you each week on Blackboard. You may hear the words multiple choice and think easy. However, some rigorous pen and paper work might be required to solve some of those. There will also be some pen and paper homework that'll be due every Friday, and that way I can give you a little bit more feedback than the online Blackboard system can on your problem solving. 4 tests throughout the semester, essentially going to be based on whatever we cover in the lab and whatever I cover in the lectures. Again, these will be conducted through Blackboard with a time limit of 90 minutes. Essentially, the 90-minute time limit says, hey, if you the test will be conducted through Blackboard. You can Google things, you can use your textbook. However, if you don't really understand the basic physics behind it, all of it, the time limit will probably cut you off before you can complete the test. Attendance, we only have 12 classes and the homework is online, so essentially don't miss any classes. When you're in the laboratory, please just be respectful of the equipment, be respectful of your lab partners, and if you're doing something, I'll be keeping an eye on you, but if you're doing something you're not entirely certain that you're setting something up right and it looks like it could be dangerous, please do flag me over and I'll come over and make sure that it is good or it isn't good. Academic honesty. When it comes to homeworks, I highly encourage you to work together. I highly don't encourage you to copy off of one another. Essentially, if you copy off someone else, then hey, they understand what's going on. You got the right answer, but you don't understand. You don't understand what's going on. When it comes to the test must be pledged as individual work. And so, if you don't really know what's going on, then you won't do so well on the tests. Grading, 600 points available in this course. This is kind of how it's divvied up. The tests are going to be worth 40 points, labs, and the homeworks are going to add together to be another 40 points. Let's take a quick look at the schedule here. Essentially, I have a date. This is going to be the date the class meets, the topic that you are going to cover, the chapter that you should have watched by that date. The Blackboard online homework that's due at 11:59 p.m. That night, and the pen and paper homework that's going to be due on that date listed. You can kind of see, chapter 1, 2, 3, then you have a brief homework reprieve as you study up for test number 1. Test number 1 is due there, and we'll also be starting Newton's laws. So, chapters 4, 5, 6, test, chapters 7, 8, 9, test, chapters 10, 11, 12, test, again with assignments in Blackboard as well as pen and paper online. So now let's take a look at the course documents. I'll start with just this quick little link of physics resources. These guys will all pop you out to various web pages where there's just a wealth of knowledge out there. I highly recommend the Khan Academy myself. They have great videos that help solving problems even when I'm trying to solve a problem. Now, on the syllabus it said we'll be covering a chapter a week. Let's take a look in the documents folder under lectures and notes. So here we're looking at chapter 1, and we're going to have chapter 1's lecture notes, and then the YouTube links to the videos associated with that, and then chapter 2, 3, kind of work your way down here. You can pop open the lecture notes. Essentially I've given you the slides that I'm going to be speaking to, and that way you already have the basic stuff written down, and you can write down at your leisure what I add to those slides. The lectures are going to be voiceover PowerPoint voiceover PowerPoint videos. Each one's going to pop open to a YouTube link. You can kind of click on it and you'll be able to hear my sweet voice. The work problems, I highly recommend you you first try to solve the work problems on your own, and then you can go ahead and watch my solutions to the work problems. That way you get even more practice. The more practice you do the more you practice anything, whether it's physics, basketball, or riding a bicycle, the better you get at it. So I highly recommend that you try to solve the problems that I've worked first, and then take a look at my solutions to those. And those work problems will also be very helpful as you're attacking the online homeworks and the pen and paper homeworks. So those were all the course documents. Let's take a look at the assignments folder. Essentially, first folder here is going to be the pen and paper homework that's going to be due every Friday. So you can kind of click on that and you can kind of see those guys right there for every chapter. Go back to the assignments here. Tests. Before every test, I do provide you with a review test, which is going to be similar in terms of difficulty and content as the real test. You can take that test as many times as you want to. It is totally ungraded and there for your benefit. Again, the more you work problems, the better you get at it. So you can kind of click on that guy. It's going to also give you a timer. That way you can kind of get a feeling for what the real test is going to be like. And again, it's going to let you submit it as many times as you want to, totally ungraded. Then when you come down to the real test, you can kind of see the due date right here. You click on it, it's only going to allow you one submission attempt, and you're also going to see a timer pop up for you. The pen and paper homework solutions, essentially as we work our way through the chapter, my solutions are going to appear here, and you can kind of click on that and say, hey, how did Dr. Rogers go ahead and solve this problem? That way you can kind of see what you potentially did wrong. And lastly, the online homework is going to look very similar to the test. Essentially, homework 1, or homework for chapter 1 is assignment 1. There's the due date. That's the due time, and you have 2 attempts for every homework that you're going to submit. So here you would click on continue and start the homework. The homework is untimed. The last thing is a discussion board. If you have a question, maybe someone else has the same question, or maybe someone else has a very quick solution for you, feel free to post something right there. We also have the grades, which as an instructor I don't actually have grades, but for you'll be able to see your grades right here. Now that I think I've covered everything I want to cover, and I wanted to just officially say, welcome to the course. I look forward to meeting you in class, and have a good day.